Hey everyone, this is Eternal Night bringing you another Remnant 2 build guide, and boy oh boy do I have a treat for you guys. So I have redone my healing uptime shield build. Thank you guys for all the support when those videos came out. Really appreciate it. So with the new Awakened King DLC, we got this new Amulet, which has really changed the whole game. Now I know they reduced skill cooldowns. They patched it where you can only have 80% cooldown reduction on skills. But, you know, it would have been nice to spam it at 98% because it got bugged at 100, but neither here nor there. So, let me just show you what it looks like. You're going to summon, you're going to use a Relic Heart, and you're going to... Now, check this out. And bam, you have it up again. Pop it again. You have it up again. Look at that. 100% uptime. And bam, we have it up again. With even 4 seconds left, we have it up again. And we have it up again. So, how am I making this? How am I doing this? So, let me just go over the build. I'm really enjoying it a lot. Alright. So, we're going to use Medic and Summoner. Now, I was trying to find a subclass, and I tried Archon, I tried every other build, and a lot of their skills doesn't go on cooldown until it finishes. For some reason, Medic Shield, Healing Shield, and the Wellspring are really good because they go on cooldown as soon as you use it. So I had to pick a subclass that was able to, not only I could do damage, I could have uptime on my healing shield as well as another skill, but I found the summoner class to be the best choice. And the reason why is because if you look at this perk, Dominator, mod and skill damage is increased by 35%, which we are using, and skill critical hit chance by 5% when a minion is active. So your minions, and which is why I'm using the flyers, are going to have an extra 5% critical hit chance. So you already have an innate, well, never mind, you don't have an innate, but they have an innate 5% crit hit chance. Then when you use a relic, they gain an extra 15% crit chance. So the flyers, and you have 2 of them, they're going to have 20% crit chance. On top of that, you know, we have the medic all damage, right? You know, you have your relics, which you'll use to revive people or use it for yourself. But because you have the healing shield up so much, the only reason why you're going to use relics is to get this perk activated, which is Insight. And I found this to be really good. As you can see, we have 15.5 seconds. In the interface, it'll say 16 seconds. So 16 seconds shield with a cooldown of 20 seconds. And we don't need to use Xenoplasm anymore. So we'll go over the build. We're going to be, this is just cosmetics. You know, I wish I could change it, but you know, we get 50% total DR, which is nice. We have 178 health, 160 armor, and we have the medium weight class. So 50% DR, we got the Lido Mark II helmet, Survivor coat, Bruiser boots, Pulse's gloves. Now, how this build works, we have the new Legacy Protocol, which you can find in the open world in Naruto. It took me a couple rolls to get it. But the fastest way I did it was I spawned the Seeker Rest on Apocalypse and just ran through the first open world area. in the very beginning until I found it. And after like the third or fourth try, I found it. We're using Burden of the Stargazer, which reduces cooldowns by 15%. Activating skill costs 15% health. Burden of the Rebel reduces skill cooldowns by 15% and also reduces relic use speed. Stone of Continuous, which also ups the duration. So we got 25% here from Legacy Protocol, another 15% skill duration, so that's 40%. And then we have the Sage, the Sapphire Dreamstone, which critical hits reduce skill cooldowns. This is what's gonna proc our healing shield to be up 100% of the time. So not only you got your summoner minions, that is 20% crit hit chance, your gun is also going to crit. So I'm using the Wrangler. I still think it's one of the best guns in the game. It comes with 10% crit hit chance, and the Mutator says it all. As you can see, we're using Deadly Calm, and the level 10 perk is range critical hit chance is increased by 10%. So that's 20% on top of our 5% crit hit chance innately. So meaning your Wrangler is going to be hitting crits 25% of the time. So as you can see, bam, crit. So what's good about this is that because Sapphire Dreamstone, it could happen every 2 seconds, you're going to proc crits a lot more often, which is going to do your cooldown on your healing shield. On top of that, we're going to be using the Lifeless Heart, which doubles our relic capacity to 20. This is going to help continuously use your heart for your minions to proc that perk where they get an extra 15% crit hit chance. On top of that, we're using the health, the skill duration, and the skill cooldown, which gives us 80% skill cooldown, 55% skill duration. On top of that, more health. And the reason why I went with the health is because of the healing shield. The more health you have, the more healing shield you have. And then we'll go over the traits really quick. We're rocking Flash Caster, Fortify, Regrowth from the Summoner class, Triage from the Healing class, Vigor, Spirit, Expertise, Bond, Bark Skin, Glutton, only because of Burden of the Rebel, which reduces our relic use speed by 25%, so we had it counteracted, and Rugged, and Blood Bond, because in case your shield is not up, at least your minions are taking some of the damage. You're not getting one-shot, especially on Apocalypse. Now what you could do is take 5 points from Spirit, 5 points from Expertise, and put it into something like Ammo Reserves, Strong Back and Wear Heavier Armor, Kingship if you need. However, if you do that, then you're going to have to use the Xenoplasm concoction, and then you won't have the extra health. And that's my build, guys. And oh, and also for the gun, so yeah, so Wrangler with the Deadly Calm and so also the Familiar mod, fantastic. It also crits a lot, and also the Nebula gun with the feedback mutator, the Nanoswarm also crits. So you're critting critting almost all the time, and then if you have to melee, I'm using World's Edge with the mod Dervish. That's the build, guys. I'm really liking it on Apocalypse and Nightmare. And yeah, this is so far the best healing shield build with the new updates that they put with the new Amulet. And I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it a lot. And you know, obviously, this is gonna your teammates if you're rocking in a party. You gotta dodge still. You can't just face take everything. But the healing shield gives you a nice little backup. That's the build. That's the guide. Hope you guys enjoy it. Catch you guys next time.